8:08 p.m. meditation. We'll hang on for a few minutes. I'm out here on my front porch, and it looks like it's going to start raining soon. And I've got my glass bowl out here to collect some rainwater from the evening for the Lionsgate. And I'm going to combine that with last year's Lionsgate water that I've been preserving all year long. And we're going to use it to make some soap and some different energy things. So I'm out here on my front porch, and I thought I'd take everybody around and show you what I've done for the seed bank and embodying my embodiment of the 13th archetype. And I have been so busy. So I'm going to take you out here, and I'm going to turn you around here so you can see. So the lilies are all doing really, really well. And so I'm building this gate here. Oh, look, speak of the devil, here comes the rain. Thank you. Okay, so I've been having a hummingbird that's been visiting this rose bush. So I've got squash and pumpkin planted over here, and I built these trellises, and my loofah is absolutely full of, I've got one right here. Hope you can see that. And I've got beans. I'm picking tomorrow. I got beans of 2 different kinds. Okay, so here's my sorghum starters, and those I have been reseeding this over and over and then taking them out and moving them. So I've got quite a bit of sorghum that started, and I've got it transplanted out. So I found one watermelon that survived, and then this tomato was not doing well. It was covered in some type of insect, so I cut that back, built a trellis. And if you see up here, I've got a bunch of loofah in here. 1, 2, there's another one up there. There's 3. So that's the gift that keeps giving. So my tomatoes over here, look at how well these guys have done. Beautiful. And then I've got basil down there, and red okra. I got a couple pods to get on here. So check out my handiwork here. So my yellow tomatoes, wow, y'all see the lightning, the cucumbers, and then I've got beans galore. And I just put these trellises out the day before yesterday, and I've already got, look at the beans are already winding up them. So yeah, the garden here is looking good. I moved all these tomatoes out. So let me show you over here what I've built before we get soaked. So over here I built all these beds out. Excuse me, I'm getting caught on everything. And then I trimmed everything out of brick. And I've got these all seeded, and I got all kind of stuff coming up, corn, sorghum, etc., etc. And then I installed this 8-foot tall trellis here to run climber. And then I seeded all this. All these edges are seeded with wildflowers. And so I'm going to move all of my citrus right here, and then I have this combined in to keep the rabbits out. So look at how nice my plumeria, my lilies are looking. I mean, amazing. So that's it for the front garden. We're going to get these fence posts sat out. Hopefully tomorrow we get a day that's dry, because I got to put concrete in them. Of time of earth, pledge my blood over my intent to bring heaven to earth in bondage, have abundance for all, and a return to our Holy Mother, our Holy Father, to our field. Thank you. Sincerely and lovingly, your daughter, Stacy Harris. And then I pricked my finger and I put blood on it. You only need a little tiny bit. Hello, Michael. Hello. I hope everybody's here. We're doing blood over intent, and blood is your spiritual currency, and we intend to bring heaven to earth. So on this very important Lionsgate portal, if everyone wants to do the pledge, this is being downloaded, uploaded into the quantum field as we speak. This video will be hashtag blood over intent. So if you do this if you're not feel comfortable doing it tonight, you can do it on your own, and just make sure that you go on to YouTube, Instagram, wherever, and hashtag your blood over intent for this Lionsgate portal to bring heaven to earth. So did it lag out, guys? Could somebody just let me know in the chat? Did the video phase out, or were you guys able to see everything? Because it was showing reconnecting. Hello, Alexander. Michael, hello. I guess that means that you're not quite too sure. Well, you know what? If you're not sure to make a commitment, then don't do it. Then don't do it. Because, you know, if you make a commitment and you give your blood as spiritual currency, then you have to keep your word. You have to keep your word. And we're just starting the hard work, guys. We're just starting the hard work. It's time for us to roll up our sleeves and start taking control of our own destiny and the trajectory of the planet. And that is, we're stewards of the planet. We're here as our spiritual inheritance, and we're at the end of our ascension cycle. And so what comes out in the wash this week is what we get, guys. I really hope that everyone has maintained a steady, positive attitude today, and that we put nothing but good vibes into the field, because today is probably the most important day of our lifetime. In this timeline, are we going to ascend? Are we going to get more Mandela effects, or are we going to ascend? This is the question. So did everyone hear the oath? I put an example on the communities. If you want to do yours, or if you just want to write an oath and give an oath without your blood to bring heaven to earth and free all humanity from bondage. And hashtag intent for heaven on earth. So it's 8/11, and I showed you what was going on with the heirloom seed bank. I still got the heirloom seed bank in the back and the orchard, which is all for, you know, the future food preservation, because we've got a lot of genetically modified seeds, and people are getting sick right now because the food's contaminated. But this is not any new subject that we've been talking about on the channel, right? We've been talking about what was going to come with the food for a while. And so, you know, I offer seed exchange. I only deal in heirloom seeds. So if you'd like to be part of the heirloom seed exchange program, you can email me at hstacy90@gmail.com. And it's wonderful the more people that we get involved in exchanging seeds. My goal is to have a worldwide seed exchange where everyone is replanting all heirloom seeds into the ground, because these are the original genetic codes from Mother Earth. And so when we go back and we deal with only heirlooms, they're carrying memory. And so this is why it's important to do a seed offering or a plant a tree today. So I only wanted to come on here for a few minutes so we could do the blood over intent again, in case anyone missed it this morning. You can catch the live from this morning. We talked about a few other things and things that were coming up into the field, but the archetype that is presenting itself into the field is Viracocha. And this is a balanced archetype for when civilization is restarting, guys. This was a dualistic god that came out of the water and helped the people that the ancient, before Incans, before in the Andes mountains, that we had Viracocha. This was one of our first timelines here when the Garden of Eden was on earth. And we can bring that back again. We just all need to be, you know, very focused and open in our heart space, living in reciprocity, helping our neighbor. We need to be getting to know our neighbors instead of worrying about what people think about you on Facebook, because that's just a distraction, guys. You're getting all your information collected about every little thing about your life. They're going to know your entire personality by your posts. And then, you know, if we do have a cataclysm, it'll all be saved in these, you know, in these data centers. So, you know, it'd be pretty easy to make a clone slave population with all of the information. They could just download it into AI, and they'd have just practically a well-oiled machine of human-like thinking robots, basically. You know, a dumbed-down version of us, a dumbed-down version of us. So anyway, I'm going to end this live stream. I've been on here for 12 minutes, and I am so tired. I spent all day working over at my childhood home. I'm installing an heirloom garden there, and if you want to go over to the 13th archetype, I started documenting it today. It'll be from start to finish. We're putting in a chicken habitat, a chicken coop, and a duck habitat. And so I'm really excited. I got the whole yard laid out, and even my elderly parents are really, really excited. So I'm super excited about bringing some wonderful energy to my family home, you know, raising food there that we can share with the neighborhood, and maybe even getting that neighborhood involved in a community garden. So with that, I hope to see you on the 13th archetype. Don't forget to get outside if you haven't been outside today, and put your intentions to earth. And, you know, if it's not raining there, oh, you could do what I was planning on doing, is burning some ceremonial tobacco. But I'll probably do it when it stops raining, but it's just going to be dark. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. We get it in before midnight, guys. So I'm going to log off here. Thank you. When you come and find me, we'll all be here, because we're living in the past, present, and the future all at the same time. Except this time, guys, if we can pull it off, we will have a first of a kind of a timeline that is the original Garden of Eden, plus the knowledge that we should have had all these other resets where we learn from our mistakes. This time will be brand new. It'll be the original template, but it will be even better, guys, because we have our memories. So I hope to catch you on the next one. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being here today, and much love to you all. Have a good night. Bye-bye.